Let me just take you back to that moment in 1966 at the Billy Graham rally.
Yeah.
And you sang "It Is No Secret."
Yes.
It is no secret what God can do, what He's done for others, He'll do for you.
With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. Now there is no night, for in His light you'll never walk alone. You'll always feel at home wherever you may roam. There is no power can conquer you when God is on your side. Why not take Him at His promise? Don't you run away and hide. It is no secret what God can do, what He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do.
Is there a part of you that thought that night, I could be committing professional suicide here?
Yes, no doubt about it. I thought, well, it could all fade away. What happened though, that was in summer of '66, and that winter I'd been invited to play in Cinderella at the Palladium. And I thought, well, that's going to be the telling time. Anyway, we broke the box office records up to that point at the Palladium, so obviously that wasn't going to happen. So that's when I felt a little more, I thought to myself, people really don't mind us being real people. That we have a right to believe what we believe. What I found over the years is that I find it less and less necessary to shove it down people's throats.
After you became a Christian, you began to get involved in charitable work more and more. I mean, what was behind that? Was it guilt about your wealth?
I suppose it's partly guilt. Guilt is not very constructive. Can you call it an emotion? Whatever feeling it is. Its only benefit is that it pulls you up. It makes you stop and think. But if you're guilty all the time, I don't think, much better to be grateful. And I have stacks of gratitude. So, yes, I think you're right. I think when I first got involved with Tear Fund, I had started looking away. I was aware of what I was worth, how much I was overpaid. And so therefore I'm thinking, how can I somehow give back? And Tear Fund was very providential for me. It came right at the time when I needed it, when I needed to make that other step forward. Being on the Billy Graham platform was one thing. Stepping then into that life, really into that life, was the step I needed to take. And Tear Fund offered me the pathway from which I could do that.
And you've continued to use your fame to publicise the work of Tear Fund. You went to Brazil this year to see their work there. We've got a little bit about that.
This is my first visit to Brazil. In fact, I've never been to South America before. Day one, and my first stop is one of the poorest districts of Recife, one of Brazil's largest cities. Como está? Bem? Não bem? And brother-in-law.
Can you imagine living in a place like this? But at least it's one up or nothing.
Almost 2 million people are living with HIV in South America, and a third of them are in Brazil.
Olha, chega de Bolsa Família, a gente já tem 10 filhos, Lampinho!
Esqueceu que eu vou morrer?
I find it quite moving to see people being so honest about their situation. Not many people will get up and say, I have AIDS.
Sou portador há 14 anos.
For me, it's another lesson in learning that those of us who have faith sometimes squash our faith into one area.
E tem que usar preservativo.
It's not our place to be judgmental of people, only to be alongside them. Okay.
One sport that draws the children together, especially in Brazil, is football. But fancy asking me to play for them?
It's a fix.
A drumming group, use of the internet, and even video production are all tools being used to help families and give them a better chance in life.
I'm always very affected by a community which cares for itself and cares for the people who need help. Very often we go through our lives just doing what's good for us.
From the city of Recife on Brazil's east coast, we travel for some 6 hours inland. We're here to meet some of those who are combining their farming skills with engineering expertise.
I can't believe it's just 2 little panels would do the job of a pump. Is this pumping all the time? Ah, there you go. My prayer for Brazil is that the good fortune that is overtaking them at the moment will continue. And one of the ways it might continue is that we remain involved.
One way of raising money has been to hold, I think you call them rock spell concerts, which is a cross between rock and gospel. And one of the songs that you wrote for that is No Power in Pity,
Yeah.
with the refrain, Send Me.
Yeah, it was because when I get to these situations, obviously it's nice if I can put pen to paper and guitar chords together and write a song about what I... So far I've found that the easiest way to write. If you're actually in a situation and your heart, your compassion is just burning out of you, you can see and you're pitying these people. That particular trip, I found myself thinking, what am I doing here? What can I actually do for these people? Because all the pity we have, all of it is useless unless it actually manifests itself in something else. In either your time or your finances, or allowing someone else to go and actually give their work as nurses or engineers to those people for free. And so I wrote that song because I thought I felt totally and utterly useless.